Hello, my loves. It has been what feels like a million years since I have uploaded a YouTube video, and it is summer. I am outside. There is currently a heat wave going on, and it is currently cloudy, and it's a lot cooler. So I thought it'd be cool to just take the opportunity to record while the universe has so gracefully granted me with some time to record outside without overheating. Welcome to Solo. This is a series that I will be doing where I will just be finding some really thought-provoking questions and asking myself these questions. This is in an attempt to become more vulnerable, to practice my vulnerability. And in some ways, this is sort of like public shadow work. And if you want, you can write these questions down and answer them for yourself. If you have any questions that you would like to ask me, you can comment them down below. And while you're down there, you can like the video and you can subscribe to me. Anyway, back to the interview. First question: why have you chosen your current path? This question. Here I'm going to interpret path as just life path. The Bible is a book of knowledge. It is a book of metaphor. It is a book that requires you to sit and think and to have a wider understanding. But the institution of religion is not my cup of tea. And it brings up a lot of conflict and it brings up a lot of stress in my daily life. But I am on a journey, a life journey of allowing myself to take up space. And in allowing myself to take up space, I understand that trying to shrink for someone else, trying to change for someone else, trying to disconnect from my inner knowing to connect to someone else doesn't make sense, because I'm not living their life, they're not living my life. I have to do what I know, and that knowing is within me. When it comes to work, it's the same thing. There is no other way. I've been put on this path for a reason, and every day I am shown that there is so much beauty, there is so much life in existing and allowing yourself to exist authentically and fully and wholly, and it is necessary to live a life well lived. What advice would you give your 21-year-old self? To ask for help, to reach out for support. That the reason why you feel as though no one is ever there to support you is because you were surrounded by people who did not have the capacity to support you because they were not supporting themselves. And it is not your fault. You are loved, and it will not be easy, but you will make it through. And the other side does not mean that everything is perfect. The other side is making progress. But you have to start by feeling all of the emotions. You have to start by speaking your mind. You have to start by taking up space. You have to start by allowing yourself to be the person that you need to be. Stop listening to everybody else's opinions. Yeah, you're cool as fuck. Stop letting people treat you like shit. What is changing in my life for the better? I think everything in my life is changing for the better. I think that I've allowed myself to open up to so many possibilities and so much magic, and allowing myself to believe that I can take up these spaces that I've dreamt of, and when the opportunities come, I receive them and I nurture them, and I nurture myself, and I allow myself to be transformed through the experience. Yeah, I am changing. As we speak, I am changing. I am witnessing, I am watching myself go through the series of transformations. And each one is so necessary. And it all feels like it's just, I'm reaching a lot of resolutions at this point in time. Like, this work has been going on for X amount of years, X amount of months, and now it seems like all of these resolutions are coming one after the other. Because I'm trying to accept the change, and I'm trying to accept the beauty, and I'm trying to roll with the punches. I'm really trying to trust that my path is aligned with my highest power and the dreams that I have, that I will trust that wherever the universe, wherever God takes me, wherever the divine takes me, I will always be safe, and I will always be grounded and guided toward where I need to be in that moment. What is the most memorable thing you've done for work? They've all been memorable. They've all been special in their own ways. I think maybe being able to host my own art workshop. Not only did I lead a meditation and I played my singing bowl, but my friend from Toronto came with her mom, and they ended up inviting this woman from Portugal. That was pretty wild. And then on top of that, I got to paint with a bunch of really cool people, and we listened to music, and we laughed, and we talked, and it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful event. And I am in awe. I am in awe of how much joy alignment brings me. I think about what would happen if I was dedicating as much time and effort into something else that I'm not passionate about, and if I would feel as excited and blessed and humbled by those opportunities. Leading an art workshop as an artist, as someone who paints, that has been painting for a very long time, being able to lead people in a space that I've curated was magical. Being able to watch people create and being able to watch them share the beauty that has come out of that expression. I spent a lot of time not even being able to call myself an artist because I knew that I was attracted to the medium of paint and canvas. That really, really called to me. Every time I painted, I just feel like I was doing it wrong, and that was my issue. But my art style, my creative style is abstract, because my art is not about what it is or what it looks like. It's about the feeling that it evokes within whoever it is that is looking at it. I want all of my art to be able to be something that it feels dynamic. It feels like it's moving. It feels like it's flowing. The art doesn't feel static. You feel like you've been put into the work. And to be able to say that I'm at a place where I feel like I'm creating art from that place and being able to share that energy with other people makes my heart so happy. I am so honored. I am so honored. How do you want to be remembered? I want to be remembered as someone who is kind and someone who loves fiercely and takes no shit. I want to be remembered as someone who's honest, someone who listens fully, I want to be someone who loves deeply. I want to be remembered as someone who was passionate. I want to be remembered as someone who is brave. I want to be remembered as someone who is innovative, who is passion forward, who is fun, who is so freaking creative. I want to be remembered as an artist and a poet and a force to be reckoned with. What is your favorite thing you've written lately? Share it. The artist's curse. Every artist is crazy. The kind of crazy that makes you leave your life to live. The kind of crazy that consumes you and allows you to be clay. The kind of crazy that leads you on a journey to find inspiration between the winds, to name the waves, to unearth the message. You search for the place where the breath was conceived. There, in the craziness, in the belly of nothingness, you will find me. Okay. What are you looking forward to most this year? I have some pretty cool collabs coming up, and recently I've been saying this is only the beginning, so I'm gonna apply that here. And I know that this is only the beginning. So I am excited. I am only getting more and more excited for what the future holds. And the last question that I have here is, what is one thing that you've learned so far this year? You have to love with open hands. I spent a lot of time trying to control a lot of things that were out of my control. And I wanted so desperately for everything to stay the same. So that meant having the same friend group, doing the same things. Like I really didn't want anything to change, because change just felt really scary. And I spent a lot of time bending over backwards trying to make sure that everything stayed the way that it was. And when things started to fall apart, it was a lot easier for me to blame myself for things that I had no control of. And I spent a lot of time carrying a lot of weight that was not my weight to carry. Really this year, I've been patient in my palm opening and allowing people to do what they need to do. Allowing things to happen the way that they need to happen. Allowing things to break, allowing things to come together, allowing people to come and go, allowing opportunities to come and go, allowing delays, just allowing whatever needs to happen. Because if something is going to stay, it is going to stay. If it was going to fly away, it's going to find a way to fly away. It will either fight that closed palm until it can fly away, or it will die in that closed palm. So I don't want any, I want to allow things to be what they need to be. If I am allowed to exist authentically, that means that every other being, every other human is also allowed that privilege, that right. So those are all my questions. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited for this new Unify Soul 2.0. I am trying to get out of my head. I am trying to remember that I'm the one that makes the rules. I'm the one that creates the reality, which means that I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I'm a creative genius, so I can't be putting myself in a box. I don't want anybody else to put me in a box. I should be putting myself in a box. So this is me jumping out of the box. Yeah, so again, thank you for watching. I love you so much. And I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.